My name is Mohammed, and today I will be teaching you IGCSE Mathematics, Paper 1. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first question is write the number 10,069 in words. So, it's just 10,000 and 69. That's it. Simple as that. Next question is write 10,069 correct to the nearest 10. So that would be the thing with this question is that we need to make it correct to the nearest tenth. So this is the units place, this is the tens place, this is the hundreds, this is the thousand, this is the 10,000. Okay, so units, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. Okay, so what they're saying is make it correct to the nearest tens. So this one. Okay, so we have the number 6 over here. The next one is 9. If the next number is greater than 5, we round it up, and if it is less than 5, we round it down. Okay, so for example, here we have 69. We would round it up to 70. But if, for example, we had 64, we will round it down to 60. If we had 65, we would round it up to 70. Okay? So now we have 10,069. We would write 10,070. Okay? Next question. Convert this 10,069 centimeters into meters. So what they're saying here is we have 10,069 centimeters. Okay, now this centi means 100th. Okay, so 1 out of 100. So what we can do to make this meters is to just cut this centi. So what we need to do is multiply it by 100. Okay, so multiplication is by 100 is so easy. Just move the decimal place 2 places to the left. So what every number has is this is the number. Okay, so this is 10,069.0. By multiplying by 100, what we're doing is moving this apologies. So what this centi is showing us that this centi means 1 out of 100. So what we can do is just 1 divided by 100. So we can just divide this number by 100. Okay. So if we are dividing anything by 100, we just move this decimal place to the left. So we have 2 zeros over here, 1, 2. 2 places to the left. So what this gives us is 100.69. We can just write the answer, 100.69 meters. Okay? A bag of sweets costs $0.34 or 34 cents. Arun buys 10 bags of sweets. Work out how much change he receives from $5. Okay, so that's easy. Each bag, one bag is equal to $0.34. Okay, he buys 10 bags. We need to just multiply it by 10, multiply it by 10. So 10 times 1 is 10 bags, which would be equal to, now we are multiplying by 10. So what we would do is just move this decimal place 1 place to the right. Okay, so that would give us $3.4. Now they're asking how much change he receives from $5. So that's pretty easy. We just subtract 5 minus 3.4. So if you're doing this by hand, that would be 5.0 minus 3.4. So we leave 4 here, here becomes 10. We subtract 10 and 4, we get 6, and we subtract 3 from 4, that is 1.6. So he receives the change of $1.6. Okay? Two numbers have a sum of -2 and a product of -15. Work out the two numbers. So the two numbers, the first number is x and the second number is y. Okay? So they have a sum of -2. X plus y is equal to -2 and a product of -15. X multiplied by y. So x multiplied by y is equal to -15. Okay. You can also write this as xy is equal to -15. It's the same thing. Okay. Now, what we should do is take one variable and substitute its value into the other equation. So what I'm doing here is x equals -2 -y. Okay. Now I can use this and put it here, which would be -2 -y. That would be equal to multiplied by y, which is equal to -15. So now this might seem pretty advanced, but it's really not. We will just take this negative sign and this negative sign and take that as common. So -1 multiplied by 2 plus y multiplied by y. So I made this thing right here into this thing. Okay? And I can change this back into that as well. So if I multiply -1 with this, that would give me -2, and -1 with plus y, which will be negative y. So that's the exact same thing. Okay, but what I'm doing here is taking out this -1 to make my life easier. Now I can take this -1 and bring it over here. So that would give me 2 plus y multiplied by y is equal to -15 over -1. We can cancel both these negatives, and that gives me 2 plus y multiplied by y is equal to 15. Okay? 15 over 1, but writing over 1 isn't necessary, so that. Now, what I will do is the same principle here. I will multiply this y to this and this y here. That gives me 2y. So 2 multiplied by y is 2y plus y multiplied by y is y squared, which is equal to 15. Now, next step would be y squared plus 2y, and I will bring this 15 over to this side as well. So -15 is equal to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation, and we can just simply solve it. So y squared plus, now we have the number 15 over here. We can just list out its factors. Okay, so 15 ones are 15, 2 no way, 3 5s are 15, 4 no. So what I'm doing is 1 multiplied by 15, 2 no, if 15 is not divisible by 2, 3 5s are 15, that's true, 4 no, 15 is not divisible by 4, 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, 6 no, 15 is not divisible by 6, 7 no, 8 no, 9 no, 10 no. Okay, so yeah, now we don't need to even go further, that's okay. So what I found the factors of 15 are 1 multiplied by 15, 3 multiplied by 5, and 5 multiplied by 3. Okay, now what we need to do is add two numbers that gives me plus 2. Okay, so that's a little bit tricky. If I take 1 and add 15, or if I take 1 and add, just a second, if I take 1 and add 15. That would give me 16, but not 2. Okay? I need this number right here. If I take 1 and add negative 15, that would give me negative 14, but not 2. Okay? So 1 times 15 is not our answer. 3 times 5. If I take 3 and I add, because I have plus, so I need to add 2 numbers. 3 plus 5, that would give me 8, but not 2. 3 plus negative 5, that would give me negative 2, but I need plus 2. Oh, we're so close. Okay, let's try 5 times 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, but 5 plus minus 3 is 2, which is our answer. Okay, so the factors are y squared, I'll write this again here, y squared plus 5y minus 3y minus 15 is equal to 0, which is our answer. Okay? Now, I can just take y common from here and 3 common from here. So y plus 5, or I can also take negative 3 common. So the negative from here and negative from here I can take common, and 3 over here. So negative 3 times, here there's just y left. Here there is just positive 5 left because I took out the negative as common, just positive 5. 3 5s are 15, okay? Which is equal to 0. Now, I can just take y plus 5 common, this y plus 5 and this plus y plus 5 common from both of these terms, y plus 5, and the remaining stuff is y minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, I can set both of these as 0 one by one. Y plus 5 is equal to 0 and y minus 3 is equal to 0. Y equals negative 5 or y equals 3. Negative 5 and 3. I guess this was an interesting question. I just took a lot of time here to explain everything, but you can just quickly go through, do this question 2 or 3 times, and as soon as you get the hang of it, you'll just fly past it. Okay? Now, question 4. From the list of numbers, write down an even number. Just an even number. Okay? So this is even. An even number is one that is divisible by 2, or its last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, not 10, that's just absurd, but 8. Okay, so if its last digit is one of these, or if it is one of these, then that's true. 7, no. 27, no, because we need 8, not 7. 39, no. 49, no. 9 is not divisible by 2. 9, no. 112, yes. A square number, okay? So I guess you should memorize some square numbers. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. I guess I've memorized these, but you also know 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, 5 squared or 5 times 5 is 25, 6 squared, 6 times 6 is 36, 7 squared, 7 7s are 49, 8 squared, 8 times 8 is 64, 9 squared, 9 times 9 is 81, and 10 squared, 10 times 10 is 100. I guess you should memorize at least these so that you can recognize them. Okay? Now, is 7 a squared number? No. 27 is a squared number? No, I don't see 27. I see 25, but not 27. Is 39 a squared number? No, I see 36, but not 39. Is 49 a squared number? Yes. So 7 squared is 49. So our answer is 49. A factor of 56. Ooh, this is a good question. So we need a number that can divide 56 completely. Or if you know the times table of that number, 56 should appear in its table. Okay, so let's start with 7. Okay, so 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, 7 times 3 is 21, 7 times 4 is 28, 7 times 5 is 35, 7 times 6 is 42, 7 times 7 is 49, 7 times 8 is 56, 7 times 9 is 63, and 7 times 10 is 70. But does 56 appear? Yes. So 7 is our answer. Okay. Next, we need a prime number. Prime numbers are pretty easy. The first few ones are 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, 11, and 13. Okay? So if you've memorized these first few ones, you would know that 7 is a prime number. The definition of a prime number is that that number does not appear in any one's table, times table. So if you multiply two numbers, that number will never appear by the multiplication of two numbers. So 7, it's only by 1 times 7 or 7 times 1. That's it. There are no two other numbers that would give you 7. Okay? So 7 is by definition a prime number. Okay? Write down the reciprocal of 5. So reciprocal just means this is 5 and the reciprocal of it would be 1 over 5. That's it. Or if you want to go the extra mile, what you can do is 1/5 is you can divide. So this number comes inside and this one is the divisor, and you can write it as 1 inside and 5 outside. So if I write point over here, I can add 1 0 and that is now 10. I know 5 2s are 10, 10, I can subtract and everything is 0. So we can write the reciprocal of 5 as 1/5, 1 over 5, or we can write 0.2. But I guess 1 over 5 is so much easier. Just write 1 over 5 and done. Okay? Put one pair of brackets into each calculation to make it correct. Okay? So I need 16 over here. Okay. I guess we should do some kind of trial and error. Okay? Let's just try this. So what I would do is just put a bracket around the first two numbers. So if I put the bracket around the first two numbers, I will do 5 is subtract 5 from 7, which gives me 2, and then I can just go through. Then I can just multiply. So that gives me 2 times 4, 2 4s are 8, and 8 plus 8, that would be 16, which makes it correct. Okay, let me try another way. So now we put the brackets around here. So the rule is that we solve the brackets first, then we do division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. These two don't really matter, but division first, multiplication second, and these two at the third place. Okay? So 5 4s is 20. And then I can just do left to right addition, subtraction. So 20 subtracted by 7. Ooh, that's a little tricky. So what I can do is 20 minus 7, which would give me 13, and just put a negative sign because 20 had the negative sign. So now my answer would be 7 minus 5 times 4 plus 8. Okay? So that would be 7 minus 20 plus 8. Now 7 minus 20 is negative 13 plus 8. Now negative 13 plus 8, you can just add 13 minus 8. I'll do it just like this and then put the negative sign at the end. Okay? So 13 minus 8, that would be 3, and 5, that would be 5. So the answer would be negative 5. not 16. Okay, so this method is wrong. That's how you do it. Okay, so this one is the right calculation. Now for the second one, let's just try one more time. Now I will just erase everything. Okay, now I have to make it negative 21. Ooh, okay. So this would be 7 minus 5, 2 multiplied by 4 plus 8. 2 4s are 8 plus 8, that would be 16. So that's not the right answer, negative 21. Now let's just do something else. 5 times 4. Okay, 7 minus 5 times 4 is 20 plus 8. 7 minus 20 is negative 13 plus 8, that is negative 5. And the answer is still not negative 21. Now what? Let's just try 3 numbers. Oh, but yeah, but that would still not change anything, but okay. Oh, this gives me one more idea. So now we have a negative in the answer. Okay, I think we should try to preserve this negative. What I can do is put a bracket around these 3 numbers, so all of these now become a negative number. I can try that. Okay, so 7 negative, and now I can just solve the first for multiplication. 5 4s are 20 plus 8, 7 negative 20 plus 8, that is 28. So I can just remove the brackets now. 7 minus 28. This way to solve it is like this. 7 minus 28 is 21, but put the negative sign back, negative 21, which is our answer. Okay, so I think I just noticed that if we try to keep the negative here, turn all of these all of these numbers into a one big negative, so we might get the answer. And that's how you do it, but this is just trial and error. Just try to solve it quickly, and yeah, you're done. Okay, next question is a ticket costs $18. Write down an expression in dollars for the cost of T tickets. So that's extremely easy. Let's just try to start with an example. If I take one ticket, okay, what would its cost be? 18. If I take 2 tickets, their cost would be 18 times 2, which is 36, right? So what I just did is I multiplied the cost of each ticket multiplied by the number of tickets. Okay, now they have told us that the number of tickets is T. So I can just do T tickets would be equal to 18 times T, which is 18T, which is our answer. Okay, pretty easy. Now, a bag contains n red balls and 16 green balls. Write down an expression for the total number of balls in the bag. Now, the same principle. A bag contains n red balls, so n, and 16 green balls, plus 16. Write down the expression for the total number of balls in the bag. So that is n plus 16. If we had like 5 red balls and 16 green balls, or let's just say 4 red balls and 16 green balls, we would just add them. So we have 20 total balls in the bag. But we can just do now n plus 16. So n plus 16. That's the final answer. Write down 90% as a fraction in its simplest form. 90%, that's pretty easy. So a teacher told this trick to me. You can just view this slash as 1, this as 0, this is 0. So that is 90. This percent tells us that it is out of 100. Okay, so this 90 out of 100, 90 over 100. Okay, now we can just cancel the 0, 0, which would give us 9 over 10. We need to keep it as a fraction in its simplest form. I cannot divide it further, so that just gives me 9 over 10. Okay, write down 3 over 100 as a decimal. Now, this is pretty easy. If we are dividing by 100, we just assume that every number has 3.0, and I can just move 2 decimal places to the left, okay, and write zeros everywhere else. So now that is 0.03. Pretty simple, okay? We just move the decimal point one place to the left. If someone wants to see why this works, I can just write 0 point. I can add 1 0, but 30 is still smaller than 100. So what I would do is add another 0, and then that would give me add another 0, but I have to add another 0 first here. So now it's 300. 100 times 3 is 300. I can just subtract them, gives me 0. The answer is 0.03. Okay, but just use this method, move the decimal point 2 places or 3 places or whatever number of zeros you have here, and that's how you get to the answer. Question 9. These are the first 4 terms of a sequence, which is 33, 26, 19, 12. Write down the term-to-term rule for this sequence. I guess we should first calculate the difference between these two. For example, so the difference is 3 plus 4, 7. So negative 7. Now the difference is still negative 7. If we subtract 7 from 19, we get 12. So the difference is still negative 7. So the general rule is subtract 7. Okay? Work out the next 2 terms in this sequence. So now we have 12. Okay? 12. If I subtract 7 from it, I get 5. I get 5. If I so this is the first term in our answer, and then if I subtract 7 again from it, I get negative 2. Okay, so how this works is 7 minus 5, which is 2, but we have to change the negative sign, so this is the second term. Okay, so 5 and negative 2. These, okay, now 9b, these are the first 4 terms of another sequence. 19, 23, 27, 31. Find the nth term. Okay, I guess we should first still try to find the difference. So that is 1, that is plus 4, plus 4, and plus 4. Okay, so the nth term would be, this is the first term right here. Okay, so the second term is first term, okay, first term, second, third, fourth. Now, how you would approach this question is you would multiply 4 with n. So n here is 1. Okay, so this was the first term, so n is 1 here. I would multiply 4 with 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, but I need 19, so what I can do is add 15 to it to make 19. Okay, now if I do 4 times 2, 4 times 2, that would give me 8, but I need 23, and add 15, that is 23. Okay, then I can go on. 4 times 3 plus 15 is equal to 27, and 4 times 4, that is 16, plus 15, that is 31. Okay, so if I then just remove this number and use n over here, 4 times n plus 15 would be our answer. Okay, pretty simple, I guess, in my opinion. 4n plus 15. Next, KY cycles from his office to a meeting and back again. The travel graph shows his time at the meeting and his journey back. Distance from office, okay. Distance from office is this and time is this, okay. So he starts cycling. Yeah, he's not cycling over here, but then this distance starts to decrease, so he's cycling, and here he reaches his office, okay. How far is the meeting from his office? That's pretty easy. Distance from his office in kilometers, where is the maximum? So 14. So this at 14 kilometers is his house. From his office to a meeting. Oh, here's his office, sorry. And here is the meeting. Or I should say, here is the meeting, okay? Now, it's pretty simple. 14 kilometers, he starts over here, 14 kilometers, and then it reduces down to 0. How long is KY at the meeting for? Now, how long? This is 10. This is 10. 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so this is 10, 10, 10, 20, 10, 30, 10, 40, 10, 50, 11. Okay, 11 o'clock. So he leaves at 11 o'clock. He is there for 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes. KY the meeting for, he is there for 40 minutes. Next, write down the time KY arrives back at his office after the meeting. That's pretty simple. He is at his office at 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So he's there at 11:50. Next, KY cycles from his office to the meeting at a constant speed of 21 kilometers per hour. Complete the travel graph. Okay, KY cycles from his office to the meeting at a constant speed of 21 kilometers per hour. Okay, so this question is a little bit tricky, but let's see. So the formula is speed equals distance over time. Okay, you should have memorized this formula. So he travels at a constant speed of 21 kilometers per hour. Speed is 21. Distance we now know is 14 kilometers. 14 over time, we don't know. We need to calculate the time. So t is equal to 14 over 21. So the time taken is 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21. 2/3 of an hour. So what is 2/3 of an hour in minutes? We can just multiply it by 60. 3 1s are 3 2s are 6 and 0, and then multiply that by 2. That gives us 20 multiplied by 2, 40 minutes. Okay, now we can go back from this graph 40 minutes back. So we need to go 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes. So he left his house at 9:40. Just a second. 0940. Okay. He left his office, and then I can just draw a straight line until here. This is a little bit off, but okay. Let's just try again. Okay, and that's how you do it. So he took 40 minutes, and yeah. Okay. Calculate the volume of a cube with side length 3. That's pretty simple. I can draw a cube right here. I don't know if it's a cube right now, but okay. So each side is 3, 3, 3. Okay. I can just multiply all of these. 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. 27 cm cube. Simple. Solve. 5x plus 8 equals 3x minus 2. It's pretty simple. I just shuffle these variables to one side and the constants to the other side. So 5x minus 3x is equal to negative 2, negative 8. Okay? 5x minus 3x is 2x is equal to, we can just, because they have the same sign, we can add them. 8 plus 2 is 10, but we keep the negative sign. Okay? So that would be negative 10. Now I can just divide 2 over here. X equals negative 10 over 2, which would be negative 5. Pretty simple. Work out negative 5 multiplied by negative 4. That's pretty simple. 5 fours is 20. That we know for sure. Negative multiplied by negative is a positive. Okay? Positive multiplied by positive is a positive. Negative multiplied by negative is a positive. Okay? But these signs are different. But if these signs are different, for example, positive multiplied by negative, that would be negative. Negative multiplied by a positive, that would also be a negative. Okay? So these were the same signs. Negative, negative. 5 fours are 20. Negative, negative is positive. The answer is 20. Pretty simple. This is also negative 8. We now have to multiply these signs. So we have a plus and a minus. If we have a plus and a minus, we get a negative. So that is still negative 3. And now, because they have the same signs, we can add them. 8 plus 3 is 11. And we keep the negative sign. That's negative 11. Okay. Next question is 3 raised to power p multiplied by 3 raised to power 4 is equal to 3 raised to power 10. That's pretty simple. 3 raised to power p is equal to 3 raised to power 10. We had the multiply here. We can put a division sign here. So 3 raised to power 4. 3 raised to power p is equal to... now, if the bases are the same, 3, 3, that's pretty good. We can do... we can just subtract the powers. So that would give me 3 raised to power 10 minus 4, which is 3 raised to power p is equal to 3 raised to power 10 minus 4. That is 3 raised to power 6. So p is equal to 6. Pretty simple. Okay, so the next question is question 15. Complete a net of this cuboid on a 1 centimeter square grid. Ooh, one face has been drawn for you. Okay. Okay, so this question is a little bit more tricky, but we can still get through it. Okay, don't panic. So, what they have shown here is one face of this cube. We need to complete a net of this cuboid. So when you would fold it into 3 dimensions, that would become this cube. Okay, but the face they've drawn here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 times 4. So this one is 6 times 4. So they have drawn the back side. Okay, now we can just go around this cuboid, filling up the space. Okay, so this we know is the back side. Next, this was the back side. Now we come to the lower side. The dimensions of the lower side are 6, so it's the same as this 6. 6 times 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we do it like this, and we do it like this. Okay, so that is 6 times 3. This is the lower side. Next one, we're done with the lower side. Now we need to do the front side. Okay, so the front side is 6 times 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I can just make it a square or a rectangle for this matter. And now we need to do the last side. We did the front side, they gave us the back side. We did the lower side, we did the front side, this is the front side, and now we need to do the top side. Okay, so the dimensions of the top side are 6 multiplied by 3 centimeters. So 3 centimeters here, 3 centimeters here. So 6 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the same. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And I can do this here and here. So this is the like whole rotation around the faces of the cube. Okay? Now, we did the backside. They gave us the backside. Okay? Let me attach the side faces to also the backside. Okay? So the side face is 4 times 3. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3. Okay? I can do it like this. I can do it like this. Same here. This side also is 3 by 4 centimeters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Okay? And that is how you do it. Now when you fold these, this is side 1, this is side 2, this is the lower side, this is the front face, and this one is the top face. Okay? Now if you cut this paper and you fold all of these sides, it will become this cube. Okay? But I can't do that. I'm using a tablet, but if you want to try, you can do that. Okay? But that's how you draw a net. Next question. We need to simplify these these equations. Okay, that's pretty easy. 6a plus 4b minus a minus 5b. We can just group all of these together. 6a minus a plus 4b minus 5b. Okay, so 6a minus a, or 6a minus 1a, that would be 5a, and 4b minus 5b. I can just do 5 minus 4, that would be 1, but I need to keep the sign of the higher number. Okay, so that would be negative 1b, or 5a minus b. Okay, now we need to factorize 6x plus 15. So is there anything we can take take out, or both of these terms have in common? Are these two numbers divisible by 2? So 6 is divisible by 2, but 15 is not. Are these two numbers divisible by 3? 6 is divisible by 3, and 15 is also divisible by 3. So I can just do 3 times, I took out 3, so 3 2s are 6, 2x plus 3 5s are 15y. Okay? Now, is there anything else common? 2, 5, nah. X, y, no. Nothing else is common in them. Okay, so I took out the only thing common. 3 times 2x plus 5y. Next, x squared y minus 5xy. Okay, so I can do it like, yeah. So this term has 2x, this one has 1y. This one has also 1x, 1y. So I can take out 1x and 1y from each of these. If I take out x and y, it had 2 x's, 1 x remains, it had only 1 y, so nothing else remains. Minus 5, because I didn't take it out, I took out 1 x, I took out 1 y. So that is how you do it. xy times x minus 5. By writing each number in the calculation next correct to one significant figure, find an estimate for the value of 42.8 plus 17.4 times 1.97 multiplied by 5.79. Okay, so we just need one significant figure, the leftmost one. Okay, now if I'm taking 4, the next one is 2, so it's less than 5. If it's less than 5, I just write 0, 0, 0. That's it. Okay, so 40.0 plus, now I have 1 here. The next figure is 7, which is greater than 5. Okay, if it's greater than 5, I increase this one. Okay, so it's 1, I make it 2. Now the point and everything just remains the same, and everything else is 0. Okay, divided by 1.97. 1.97, I have the first significant figure here. The next one is 9, greater than 5. I increase this digit to the next one. So it's 1, I make it 2.00. Oh, that is multiply. So multiplied by 5.79, I have this one significant figure. The next one is 7 greater than 5. I increase this 5 to 6. So that would be 6.00. Now I just get rid of all of these useless decimal points. So that would give me 40 plus 20 divided by 2 multiplied by 6. Pretty easy considering we started from here. Okay, so 40 plus 20 is 60 divided by 6, 2s are 18. Now I can just start dividing it by different numbers. So I'll start with 2. 2 9s are 18 and 2 3s are 6, 30. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 0. And sorry. I just made a mistake. 40 plus 20 is 60 and 6 2s are 12. Not, yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, something feels wrong. Okay, this is 6 2s are 12, 6 1s are 6, 0, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, and the answer is 5. The diagram shows two straight lines intersecting two parallel lines. Oh, I like these questions. Okay, find the value of x. Give a geometrical reason for your answer. X, okay, because, let me just see. Okay, so we have, we need to find some z's, okay? Not like the sleeping z's, but the working z's. Okay, I found a z. So if these two lines are parallel, these two angles should be equal. So I have x equals 50. Simple, because these are, the correct term is alternative angles. But we're just looking for z's. Okay, so this is z. Find the value of y. Next question is find the value of y, and y is pretty straightforward too, because these are two straight lines, and now we are looking for some f's. So this is an f. If you turn it around, you will see what I'm talking about, but we are looking at this f. I hope you can see it. Just turn your screen around and you'll see that this is an f, okay? If you have an f, the angles are equal. So we have 110, which is equal to y, okay? So 110, the technical term here is corresponding angles, okay? Find the value of z. Okay, so x is equal to 50, y is equal to 110. Now, we need to find the value of z. This is z, okay? And we now know for sure that these are two straight lines. So this is z, and this should also be equal to z, okay? So, now I know the value of x. This is 50, okay? I know the value of y. That is 110. This value I don't know, okay? So what I can just do is, this is a straight line, 180 minus 110, that would give me 70 degrees. So this is 70, okay? Now this is a triangle, and I know this is a triangle, and I know that all of the angles in a triangle will sum up to 180. So this is 180, which is equal to 50 degrees, that is x, plus 70 degrees that I got from subtraction, 70 degrees, plus the angle z, okay? So 180 minus 50 minus 70, which is equal to Z. 180 minus 50 is 130, minus 70 is 30, 40, 60. So Z is equal to 60 degrees. Find out the value of Z. I just did everything over there. What I can do is just move my explanation to here. So, sorry, 60 degrees. Next question. A box contains 10 counters. The counters are either red or green. Okay, the ratio of red counters to green counters is 1:4. Shireen picks a counter at random, notes that its color, and puts it back in the box. She then picks a second counter at random. Complete the tree diagram. Okay, so the chance that she gets red counter is 1, and the chance that she gets green counters is 4 times as much. So this is 1, 4. This is still 1, 4, 1, 4. And yeah, that's it, I guess. So, next step. What is the total of these two numbers? So, these two numbers, 1 plus 4 is 5. So, the chance of getting red is 1 out of 5. Okay? So, 1 out of 5. Same here, 4 out of 5. Here is the same. 1 over 5, 4 over 5, 1 over 5, and 4 over 5. And that's how you do it. Find the probability that both counters are green. So we just go through this diagram. Green and green. So probability of getting a green the first time is 4/5. Probability of getting green at the second time is still 4/5. So we just multiply these two. Okay, so 4 4s are 16 over 5 5s are 25. 16 over 25. That's your answer. Question 20. The scatter diagram shows the price of petrol per liter and the number of liters sold at a petrol station on each of 10 days. Okay, these are the results for 2 more days. 1.68, 90, and 1.47, 380. Oh, okay. Plot this information on this scatter diagram. So price per liter is 1.68, 1.66, 67, 68, and 90. So 1.68 and 90, that's here, and 1.47, 1.46, 47, 380, 350, 360, 370, 380, 1.46, 1.47, so here. Okay, what type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram? I can see a correlation like this. Okay, so this is called a negative correlation. Next, on the scatter diagram, draw a line of best fit, which I already did. Okay, on one day the price of petrol was 1.55 per liter. Use your line of best fit to estimate the number of liters sold. 1.55 per liter, so 1.55, I'll just go here and this, 250, 260, 270. I'll just say 270. Yeah, but it's not 270, but really 270. Just a second. I just saw that I have just winged the line of best fit, which is not the best approach. Okay, it's getting closer, but still not close enough by my standards. I would say this represents something good. Okay, so 1.55 is the point here. That is 260, 250, 260. I would say 265, 270. Let's just say 270. That's 270. Okay. Now I think I have uh, a good answer. Okay, points A, B, and C lie on a circle. That's pretty good because now I know one thing to note here is that if a triangle is inside of a circle, one angle must be 90. Okay, so I think this doesn't look like a 90, this doesn't look like a 90, but this one looks like 90 degrees. Okay, so what I can just do is I know all of the angles. They're saying work out BCA. I know all angles in a triangle are equal to 180. Let's just say this is x, so 90 plus 39 plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 39 degrees. Okay, so 180 minus 90 is 90, minus 90 minus 39, 90 minus 40 is 51 degrees. 51 degrees. Okay, I think this question was pretty easy. Next question, a equals 2 cubed times 3, b equals 3 squared times 5. Find the highest common factor of a and b. Highest common factor, what they're saying is 2 cubed times 3, and we have 3 squared times 5. What is everything that is common, just take it out, okay? So this has 3 2's, but this one has no 2's, okay? This one has 1 3, and this one has 2 3's. So I can just take out 1 3, okay? This one has 5, this one has no 5's. So the highest common factor is 3, okay? Next question. Find the lowest common multiple, LCM, of A and B. That's pretty easy. I can just do 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5. Yeah? If you want to go into the depth of like how I even got here, so I can just do 2 cubed times 3 and 3 squared times 5. So 2 squared times 3, 3 squared times 5, and I'll just take 2 squared here, okay? So I'll just cut this. So we have 3 squared times 5. Now I do 3. This one is gone, I just have 1, and this is 3 times 5. I take out 3 again, this is 1 times 5. Now I take out 5, and this is 1 times 1. So everything is 1. This one, this here is our answer. So 2 times 2 squared times 3 times 3 times 5. This is 2 raised to the power 1 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 2. We can just add these powers, 2 raised to the power 3 times, this is 1, 1. So 3 and times 1 plus 1 is 2 multiplied by 5. So 2 cubed multiplied 3 squared times 5. And that's our answer. Okay? Transformations. On the grid, draw the image of triangle T after rotation 90 degrees clockwise at the center 0, 0. Maybe it would be wise if you have a sketch paper. You can just draw the triangle T and then keep your compass at 0, 0 and rotate the paper 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, but what I will do here is just draw it as I think it should be. So after 90 degree rotation clockwise, that would be here and here and here. Yes, I think that's how it should be. But you can just check if this is correct. You can just use the graph paper, or no, the sketch paper, okay? Carbon paper, something like that. See-through paper. Okay, so the next question is describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto A. So T onto A, that is what we call translation. Okay, so we just translated it or moved it someplace else. So that is translation. And what we did was we moved x by how many times, like how many units. So 1 unit to the left, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6 units to the left. Okay, so x is, we can write a matrix and the value of x is -6. This one is +6 and this one is negative. Okay, so -6, and y was 1, 2, 3, 4 units down, so -4, and that was the matrix of the translation. Pretty simple. Top one is x, bottom one is y. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto B. So this one is known as enlargement. Okay, so this one is smaller, this one is bigger, B got bigger, so that is called enlargement. Okay, now we have to determine what the scale factor is and what the center of enlargement is. Okay, so the value of x, the y units, sorry, the y units are 1, 2. 2 units y. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So 2 becomes 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. So the scale factor is 2. Okay, and here 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 units of y. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 units. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6. So the scale factor is still 2. Okay, so enlargement scale factor is 2, and the center of enlargement, what we can do is, sorry about that, what we can do is join these lines, which just screws up everything. Here, still no. Okay, let me just wing it. Okay, okay, I guess this is the line because I don't have a ruler right now with me, so that's why. And here is the line. Okay, and now the point where they merge emerges. Approximately, if I go here, I can't draw a straight line. I don't know why. Okay, so the point here is 0, -2. So the center of enlargement is 0, -2. So let me just write it as center. You can write center of enlargement or just center, which is 0, -2. So x is 0 and y is -2. You just draw these lines and you will know. Okay, next question, question 24. Work out 1 whole 1/3 plus 1 whole 3/4. Use to give your answer as a mixed fraction. That's pretty easy. 1 whole 1/3 plus 1 whole 3/4. We multiply this and add this. Okay, 3 ones are 3 plus 1, 4/3 plus 4 ones are 4. So multiply, add. 4 ones are 4 plus 3, 7/4. Now we can just do is, what we can just do is multiply 3 with 4, and the top one also with 4, and this one with 3. So when we are multiplying this doesn't make a difference to the original fraction, okay? But what it helps us do is solve the question. 4 4s are 16 over 4 3s are 12 plus 7 3s are 21 over 4 3s are 12. What did I write? 12, okay? So we have 12, 12. Now we can just add the numerators because the denominators are the same. So 16 plus 21 is 37 divided by 12. Now I need to give this as a mixed fraction. So what I would do is 12, oh sorry, what I would do is 37, 12, 12, 3s are 36, 1, so 3 whole 1 by 12. And that is my answer, okay? Question 26. Write 32,500 in standard form. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3.25 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4. That's how I write everything. You just bring the decimal place after the first significant figure and just write 10 raised to the power the thing. Okay, so 3.25 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4. Write 5.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 as an ordinary number. So what they are saying right here is now what I need to do is I have 5.6. This is minus 3. So I will just go 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. 0, 0.0. Oh, this is negative 3. What am I even doing? This is, now this becomes 5,600. I don't want that because this is a very small number. So what I would do is 5.6 goes to decimal place, goes to the left. 1, 2, 3. 0.00. This is 0.0056. Simple. Okay, because one more technique that I always use is 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 3. It seems like a really small number, okay? So the answer that I get should be really small. If I did the other thing, 5.6, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, this should be 5,600. 5,600 and 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 3, they don't look like similar at all, okay? So our answer should be 0.0056, which is given right here. I hope this is the last question. It is, okay. Solve the simultaneous equations. Pretty easy. So I have two methods to solve these equations. Both are both get you to the right answer, but it's just personal preference. I prefer the first one. All of my other class prefer the second one, but you can choose whatever, okay? So we have the question 2x plus 5y is equal to 5, and we have 3x plus 4y is equal to 11. Now, what I would do is that I would try to cancel out one variable, okay? So this is 5. I'll try to cancel out, for example, x over here, okay? So to cancel out x, we need to make it the same in the first equation and in the second equation, okay? So if I multiply 2 with 3, it becomes 6, and if I multiply 3 with 2, it becomes also 6. So I have 6x in both of these equations. So what I can do is multiply all of this equation with 3 and multiply all of this equation with 2. This gives me 3 2s are 6x plus 5 3s are 15y is equal to 3 5s are 15. Okay? The other equation, 3 2s are 6x, 4 2s are 8y, 11 2s are 22. Okay. Now, I have to change these plus signs into negative because I'm subtracting. I have to get rid of this x, okay? So I will subtract 6x, I will subtract 8y, and I will subtract 22. Plus 6x minus 6x, that gets rid of everything. 15 minus 8, that would be 5 and 3, 7y. equal to 15 minus 22, that would be 5, negative 7. So y is equal to negative 7 over 7, y is equal to negative 1. Now I get the value of y, I need the value of x, okay? So our equation, just let's take this equation and get the value of x. This was 2x plus 5y is equal to 5. Now I know the value of y. I can just plug it in. 2x plus 5 minus 1 is equal to 5. 2x minus 5 is equal to 5. 2x equals 5 plus 5. X equals 10 over 2, which is also equal to 5. Okay, so now I get x is equal to 5 and y equals minus 1. Now I will show you the other method as well. All of my class and my teacher also use this method, so I think I should teach you, but you can choose whichever. Okay, so this method is 2x plus 5y is equal to 5. I want to get the value of x or y in terms of the other variable. So I'll use just x as an example. So 2x equals 5 minus 5y, and then x is equal to 5 minus 5y over 2. Okay, now I know the value of x in terms of y. Okay, I can just use this and put it in the other equation. So that is 3 times x plus 4y is equal to 11. 3 times x is 5 minus 5y over 2 plus 4, just a second, plus 4y is equal to 11. Now, I can just multiply these. 3 5s are 15 minus 5 3s are 15y over 2 plus 4y is equal to 11. 15 minus 15y over 2 is equal to 11 minus 4y. I can just multiply 2 over there. 15 minus 15y is equal to 11 2s are 22 minus 4 2s are 8y. I can just shuffle everything in its place. So 15 minus 22, this comes here, and 15y goes to the other side, minus 8y plus 15y. So 15y minus 8y, that is, just a second, 2, 7. That is 7y, and here I get negative 7, y is equal to negative 1. Same, now I can just use this equation. 2x plus 5y is equal to 5, and plug in the value of y over here. 2x plus 5 minus 1 is equal to 5. 2x minus 5 is equal to 5. 2x equals 5 plus 5. X equals 10 over 2, which is equal to 5. And that's how you do it. That sums up this exam. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.